And then I created a system with all of my background and knowledge, and I packaged it all together, and now I call it Realty Funnels.
Nice.
And I make it available for real estate agents so that they can focus on their strength zone, doing what they do best, which is working with home sellers and home buyers. And then Realty Funnels helps them do the lead generation, the lead nurture, the lead conversion, so that they don't even have to learn a software system. They don't even have to become familiar with a new CRM. They just need to show up when they have the appointments that we've created for them. And what I want to do with White Label Suite is have my team of VAs create an automation so that our elite members can have White Label Suite just scraping leads in their local market areas and beginning nurturing campaigns automatically.
Mm-hmm.
And I learned about, the AI tool last week.
Mm-hmm.
And so I'm not stuck, but I'm thinking, all right, how do I think this through correctly so that my team of VAs can just wash, rinse, and repeat with 100 real estate agents?
Yeah, great, fantastic. So, first things first, Kevin, as you probably have heard, being with White Label Suite for a little while, is that the tool itself, the leads tool that you have to be able to brand under your own brand with White Label Suite, is predominantly and I guess really designed for a B2B relationship, right? So B2B, meaning that business to consumer, which is B2C, is a little bit trickier. And there's some strategies that we have in our YouTube channel and in our community that talk about B2C. But so saying that, some of those B2B strategies can play really well for what you're talking about with the real estate. So I've got some ideas that I can bounce off you. So let me just repeat the question back to you. I guess what you're really looking for is an automated process that you can set this up for realtors so that it's running in the background and generating local community leads and nurturing those leads, so that that realtor is top of mind when they come to buy or sell a property. Is that correct?
Yes, and in the past, you've talked about this strategy, which I totally embrace, which is who are the local service providers who have your clients already in their database, in their Rolodex.
Most important
So,
question.
certified public accountants, estate attorneys, probate, divorce, any of those types of scenarios. Of course, in real estate, agents are like, well, lenders. And it's like, well, lenders know a ton of real estate agents, and that's a tough one to crack. But there aren't a lot of people marketing to CPAs for the real estate agent business. So, yes, I'm right on board with you with the B2B approach of nurturing and generating opportunities. And I try to effectively train our real estate agents. You're not going to find home sellers and home buyers through this strategy necessarily, though you could find a lot of influential people who can send you a lot of opportunities.
And that's the key. So if you get a strong referral partner, you could not only feed yourself for a day, but feed yourself for a lifetime. So great way to think this through. I am renowned for dominating the microphone, but I'd love to not answer first on this one, and I'll come back to my ideas later on. So, guys, if you've got some thoughts for Kevin about how his client base, which are realtors, could use the tool in an automated way to create network referral partner leads and networks, drop it in the chat or drop your hand up, and we'll call on you to unmute. And I might throw the mic over to Johan first of all. So, Johan, for those of you who don't know, by the way, my business partner, Johan, also my bud, my friend, my brother, is one of the most strategic JV partner minds I've ever met. The man connects on a level that I've never seen before. So when he looks at your question, Kevin, he's going to understand, how to create those relationships and partnerships. So, dude, I'd love to throw over to you first, and then we'll open up to the floor.
Yeah, man, no problem. Guys, no pressure, right?
No
Um,
pressure.
Kevin, if I was in your shoes, what I'd do is I'd organize an event for all the business owners in the town, in the area, and then get them to come and talk about their businesses. Do sort of a little mini mastermind, a private mastermind, 20 people at a time. The reason being is they're all going to be talking about their businesses, but guess what? They're all business owners. They're the most qualified people. Have the real estate agents in there as well, so that they can network with them and joint venture with them, and then expand this out and do it once a month, do it twice a month, depending on how many people there are. So now your realtors have access to the software. They have access to a mastermind filled with business owners. The business owners will always be, business is done by referrals, right? We're always, 95% of business owners say that their business is run through word of mouth. When they build that relationship, all your realtors are now building relationships with the main business owners in the town, in the area. And now all those business owners say, hey, you're looking for a property, you got to talk to this guy. So that's one quick way that I would do it. It doesn't take that long to get them all in a room and to set them up. It doesn't have to be 20. It doesn't have to be, you can start off with 10. Depends on how you want to do it. Somebody taught me this strategy a long time ago, and they told me to do 8 business owners. I didn't hear 8, I heard 80. So I organized an event with 80 business owners, and literally I ran this event with 80 business owners, and I said, hey, I've got, 5 speakers coming, and this is what you're going to learn. And the tickets were $97 or $197. I forget what the number was, one of those. And then all the business owners came there and started mingling with each other. The kudos from that all came back to me. They said, oh my God, I can't believe you brought these people together. This is amazing. And then through that, the amount of deals and referral business happened. It's just, even to this day, 6 years later, people still call up saying, thank you so much for that introduction. So that's what I would do. It adds tons of value to your realtors, because they are now meeting the people who are the primary buyers now. Business owners generally buy houses every 7 years in Australia over here, whereas other people buy 1 or 2 houses through their lifetime.
Yeah, and
Nice.
it typically takes 7 to 11 years for people to forget how horrible it is to pack and move.
Right. That's true.
Yeah.
That's true. Yeah, so great starting point. So Rochelle's also said, well, of course, mortgage brokers is there as well. So guys, who else has an idea for Kevin? What can his client base do? His client bases are realtors. What can his client base do to automate a process to generate local business leads? I'd love to hear from you guys. And this is the structure of today's call, right? So we are going to ask you guys to jump on the camera, just like Kevin's just done, and tell us what your business does, who you serve, and what's your current bottleneck or roadblock. And then we, as a collective, as a mastermind, get to move those roadblocks for each other. And that way, everybody's benefiting from the power of having 29 different minds on this call, which is pretty powerful. So Rochelle, thank you so much for dropping in that suggestion there with mortgage brokers. In the absence of anybody else's ideas, but again, guys, please pop your hand up and let us know that you might have something for Kevin to work on. In the absence of that, I'll tell you a quick story. So one of my very first customers with the leads tool itself was a good friend of mine. So this is long before it was white labeled and all that kind of stuff. And I had met this person through a school event. Her kids go to the same school as my kids do, and she's in the real estate business, but she's I guess property manager. She doesn't do real estate sales. She does property management. So she looks after the rentals and the leaseholds for properties and that kind of stuff. Her name's Beck, and she's still a good friend. So when I was showing her the leads tour, and it's way early days before it is what it is today, she said to me, how can I use this? And I was stumped for a minute, because it was the first time I'd been asked that question in this time. I've been asked it plenty of times since. But I said to her, well, where do most of your customers come from now? And she said, most of my customers as a rental real estate property manager come from accountants, right? Or come from investment advisors, financial planners. Why? Because those are the people that have got rental property clients and need those properties looked after. Okay. And I said, oh, okay, amazing. So that's where most of your business comes from now. When was the last time you reached out to financial planners and accountants and introduced yourself? And she said, I've never done that. I was like, all right, well, that's what we're going to change today. So we showed her using the tool that she could find those ideal referral partners and reach out to them. Now, here's what I want to share with you, Kevin, as part of that strategy. So let me just share my screen here. Can you guys see my screen? See 3 empty boxes on my screen? Yeah,
Yep.
cool. So this is what I suggested to Beck, and we're going to combine this with Johan's information here as well. So Johan's starting point here was events, right? Events. Now, there is nobody in a local business niche that gets more business out of networking events than realtors, probably except tradespeople, which is not a bad idea. Okay. We have some local business networking events that happen on a weekly basis around us, breakfasts and that kind of stuff. And the people getting the most business out of that are realtors and trades, electricians, plumbers, etc. But so this was step number one, that you could invite people to an event. Now, something that you can rinse and repeat is you can teach your realtors to be the principal of those networking events. All right. I'm a member of a group that we meet on Wednesdays. Last night, the night before, there was 22 people on that call, all business owners. But here's the truth. The guy that set up the group has everybody's details and is referring. That whole bounce around thing is happening super well. So events, how can we teach the realtors to be the pivotal point, create a brand all about realtor network creation systems, right? So we teach the realtors how to put on local events, Zoom or in person, and we get them to invite those business owners in, and we get them to be the pivotal point. What's happening in the community? What's happening over here? Tell us what's going on in your business, and we start there. This is what I shared with Beck. We started a newsletter. So when we were reaching out to these local financial planners and local accountants, I said to Beck, if you reach out to them and ask them to send you business, right, you will get a door slammed in your face. You will get a polite brush off. You will get no response, right? Crickets, right? But we flipped that around a little bit and we invited her local business owners to send us information on their company. And it went like this. Every single week, we run a local community newsletter and we spotlight one business every week. If you'd like to be in the spotlight, please send your details through so that we can spotlight you. Oh, and here's how to sign up for the newsletter, right? So now she's having people coming through and she's able to have a conversation with a targeted person every week. Hi, John, it's Beck. I'm looking at spotlighting your business this week. Thanks so much for sending through your details. I've got this, this, and this. Is that great? Yeah, fantastic. So her newsletter followed a really simple format, and I'll just pop that here. So she had 3 bullet points every week, and now with AI, this is so easy, right? So she started with community news, right? Then her second bullet point was spotlight, and third bullet point was happy case study. This week's case study is Jennifer, her family of 4 have a rental property over here. They've been, whatever, a happy case study from her own business. And then down the bottom of the newsletter every week was simply her business details as a banner ad. Right? Now, this is going out to business owners. It's not going out to mum and dad who are, looking to sell their home or whatever. This is going out to business owners. And this strategy alone, Kevin, has quadrupled Beck's business. She's now got 7 staff. She's like booked out forever. And she does no advertising, but she still does her monthly community newsletter, which is going to a referral partner network. Okay. So this is, again, something that you can really do in this space. And the third strategy is kind of the digital version and today's version of the same thing. And you might want to do this as a podcast or YouTube spotlight. All right. And again, this is something that you can put $5 a day behind on Facebook. All right. And you can interview this week's local business owner is John. John runs the florist down at the supermarket. John's business is here. John, tell us about your business. What's going on? What's happening in the world of florists this week? And you just have a 5-minute YouTube video. And again, inviting people to be on the spotlight. Down the bottom, banner ad, XYZ Realty. Now, this is something that you can set up to rinse and repeat with your people. Now, you can have them running the leads tool on autopilot, inviting schools, martial arts studios, gyms, all the local services and trades to sign up to the newsletter, to be part of the event, to be on the spotlight, on the podcast. And that kind of activity in that local community keeps your brand as a realtor top of mind, always top of mind. You're doing a service for people in the community and they remember it. Last week, Beck spotlighted my accountancy firm and I got a new client. So this week, when somebody's looking for a realtor, I'm sending them there. Right. So this can become a cookie cutter campaign that you can set up in the leads tool for every single realtor. Here's the invite to the events. Here's the campaign for the spotlight. Here's the campaign for the newsletter. Here's the newsletter itself. And again, you can set up a template in the system that AI can fill in and go through. And that can be something that can run over and over again. Does that help?
It helps a lot. And so when we're looking for those local business owners, how would we do that inside of a new search? Would that be as people or which
I
way,
would do it
which?
as a business search, as a company search. So
Mhm.
again, let me just share the screen. And one of the big pieces there, of course, is the autopilot function. So if I just I'll log into the white label platform, but you guys can log into any platform. And do you know what? You can always spotlight this tool as you're talking to your realtors as well. So I would do a lead search in a company area and I'd look for very specific verticals. So this could be plumbers, mortgage brokers, accountants, solicitors, conveyancers, whatever you call them in the States, soliciting something different, I've learned. Solicitors are lawyers over here. They both
Mhm.
charge people for money for the same thing. Anyway, it doesn't matter. Different joke. So, so I would
Walt,
set those.
too
I would
early,
set
Walt,
those
too
up.
early.
There you go. So I would set those up here as a company search. I would look for different verticals and niches. Now, what I would teach my realtors to do is run that on autopilot. Literally run this on autopilot. Set up a new company search in your autopilot. Let it just run, inviting those people through, and you could highlight 10 or 15 niches. And in fact, it takes 3 minutes maybe to set up a new niche. Set your VA to run 10 niches at the beginning. And that could be home services, mortgage brokers, accountants, and conveyancers, local schools, gyms, whatever it might be. Like just set 10 niches all the time. Here's a template. And that can just run in the background for people. And you know what? Like as a monthly service fee, if you're doing this for them, every month we can come in and add 5 new niches. Next month, we're going to add marine companies. Why? Because people who with money buy boats. The month after that, we're going to run, whatever, local sporting clubs. The month after that, we're going to run music schools. The month after that, like you can find new niches all the time. Again, have that as a cookie cutter thing. So I would set that up on company search. It means it's the easiest way to really focus on those locations, Kevin.
And so we're doing a company search. We're selecting the niches for these types of local service providers, these local experts who would have real estate agents, ideal clients already in their database, sort of a collaborative kind of opportunity. And then we would use the AI to swing them over into an automation that then sends out an introductory email saying, "Hi, I'm Kevin, a local real estate agent. I'd like to invite you to my mastermind," or whatever that might be.
Got it. Exactly right. Exactly right. Thanks, Johan. I was just sharing our dev boards there as well, so you guys can had a sneak peek of what's coming. So you're exactly right, Kevin. Creating those opportunities of in the local marketplace, getting that automation to run all the time. So from a technical point of view, you're going to set up your autopilot mode with a tag. That tag's going to drop them into a outbound campaign on the system. You're going to follow that up with a LinkedIn connection or that kind of stuff that you can do as well. So that you got it, you nailed it. Absolutely right. I'm going to share one more strategy. Guys, again, I'm notorious for hogging the mic, right? But I'm going to share one more strategy, and this is for anyone that serves the local community. And it was a business idea that I can't claim as my own, but it was a client of our white label suite that Johan and I got off the call, and we were just like mind blown. This guy was he stunned us with this business idea. And from then on in, we've been telling everybody about it. So here's how it works. This guy set up a business where he goes into different cities, and he sets up what he calls pods. Right? Do you remember this, Johan? This is 2 years ago, right?
Yep,
So he
I
set up
remember.
what he calls pods, and it was a stunning model for me. So let me just pull this same drawing up and I'll make sure I'm sharing the right screen. Have I got my events, newsletters,
Yes.
podcast? Okay, good. Phew. All right. So this is our pods model. So what he does is he goes into a new city and he sets up a brand new pod. So this is Northern Suburbs Pod 1. All right. So now you can have Northern Suburbs, Southern, East, whatever. Okay. So in each pod, he then adds in a specific trade or service. So he's going to come in here and go, okay, we invite a plumber. Now this sounds very B&I, right? We only have one plumber, one realtor, one whatever. We've got a realtor. We've got an electrician. All right. So each pod only has one provider for everything. Okay. But this can be a gym. All right. It can be a school. Okay. Anyone in the local community. All right. But this is how he runs this business, which is, again, you can build this flower out as you go. All right. But this business model just blew my mind. There's two things about this. Number one, he charges access to the pod, to the business owners, right? So he's literally charging them a nominal fee. I think it was like $79, Johan, something like that. But he had like 15 or 20 different businesses in every pod. So he's charging them a monthly fee of $79. So that was like revelation number one, was that he was charging these business owners a monthly fee for access to the pod, right? But then this is how the pod works. He would create, and again, this is something that can be done super easily and digitally, a coupon book for each pod, right? And it's digital. So the coupon book, again, can be easily created as a template. Again, this model blew my mind, right? So the coupon book has a coupon from every member of the pod, right? And you get $20 off your next electrical job. You get $15 off your yard care. You get 16% off your carpet and blinds installation. You've got a roofing coupon. Like it's a coupon book for all of these other local services. And with real estate, why wouldn't you have something like $500 off your commission, free first week settlement, whatever, like just a super high value coupon. And here's how it worked.
Home inspection, whatever that might be.
Right? Now, here's how it worked. He actually set this up that on invoice, so he was managing this all through GHL, on invoice, right? So I've just done a job for Mrs. Jones down the road. I send Mrs. Jones a thank you note, and I include the link to my coupon book, right? Now, here's what's really, really cool. All of these businesses also used that coupon to advertise. When you get your plumbing job done with me, sure, it's going to cost you $200. The same as it's going to cost $200 for every other plumber that you can ever get. But when you get your job done with me, you'll get $500 off real estate, a free month at the gym, you're cleaning and whatever, $20 off, you get a yard care voucher. Wow. If I've got 10 plumbers in front of me, and this one, all of them are going to cost me $200 to do the job, I'll choose that one because I get $1,000 worth of coupons at the same time. Sign me up. I was amazed and stunned by this business model. And he uses our tool to drop the similar sort of leads into the pods every month, right? Being able to bring people in the local community, work with our local team. Here's our referral group, electrical, plumbing, roofing, yard care, blinds, whatever. This model blew my mind, right? And the big lesson there for everybody on the call is that it's that relationship thing, right? Why would the gym owner want to be part of the pod? Because there's so many other referral opportunities. And every time somebody's getting their electrical work done or their yard cleaned, that person gets a voucher to my gym. Sweet. And every time somebody comes into the gym, they're getting or sign up for the gym for a 6-month plan. You've got $2,000 worth of local community stuff that you can work with. It's the best referral model I've ever seen. And again, that can be cookie cutter set up and run out to a realtor. I've taken way too much mic time.
Local printer involved as well, and they'll do the print job.
Ta-da.
Yeah, great.
In exchange for a banner on the bottom that says all your printing needs taken care of. Done.
Exactly. This is great. Thank you. Any other suggestions? I'm open to it, but thank you. This has been huge.
Fantastic. Thanks. Amazing. So, guys, that's how Our hot seat works. You ask a question and Walt gets on a soapbox and never shuts up. No, what we're
Hey
doing
man,
is asking you guys to.
if you've got it and you hit the wise, you are the wisest person, and you've done this the longest, so I don't mind you jumping on the soapbox. It's all good. I love listening to you. As I said in the chat, I'm sold. Let's go. Let's start
Let's
that
go.
business.
Let's go. Absolutely.
So before Clay jumps in, Clay, I'm going to call you in about 10 seconds. I just want to do a massive shout out to Rory. Hey, Rory, congratulations. You made a sale this week, which is pretty epic. It's up to you if you want to share the number, but I just wanted to say congratulations.
It was a big deal.
Well done, man. Well done. Thank you.
Hey, bud.
Thanks, Johan. Thanks, Walt. This opportunity would not be possible without you guys. Like, you literally have turned my business around in the last 4 months. Yeah, my business, Neural Net Leads, I bought into the sort of white label system. I sold into a client called Cafe Assist. They built automated sort of barista machines that froth milk perfectly, and so they're perfect. They've got the worldwide account for Hungry Jack's. They're affiliated with Coca-Cola worldwide. They're built for those high volume fast food restaurants or high volume cafes where they just need to have someone pulling shots of coffee, this machine frothing the milk, and they can make perfect coffee on demand at high scale. And this is a great client to get, not only in terms of a big kind of enterprise sale for me, but they've got lots of big powerful other companies they partner with. So if I look after this customer, which I'm going to, it's a stepping stone to a lot of other great accounts. So
Amazing, dude.
it all started with one kernel of inspiration with the guys at White Label, Walt and Johan, being able to help me get on this path. So I can't thank them enough.
Amazing, dude. And congrats, you did the work, bro. That's absolutely fantastic. So cool. I love those success stories. Keep them coming through. We've seen some incredible things in these last 2 weeks, guys. Like, I hate making claims on live calls, but we're talking lots of zeros from our white label suite members. Hey, Johan, I just want to call this out as well. We've seen so many success stories, and I've still seen this week a couple of support tickets coming through going, I don't know what to do. The people that are making stuff happen are not waiting for an answer. They're getting out there and getting the tool in front of a client and demoing it. That's the difference. How many demos can you do? How many people can you speak to? How many people can you work with? So Clay, I'm going to ask you to unmute. So guys, who wants to join our hot seat? Tell us what's going on in your business. Mr. Clay Dudley, how you doing, man?
Well, good, fellas. How you doing?
I'm great. Thanks so much for jumping on and for being on the hot seat. What's going on, man? Tell us about your business. Tell us what you're working on. Tell us what's going on.
So brand new. I'm super excited. I've been talking about this for about a month and a half. And
Amazing.
now that I'm in it, I spoke to Johan, and I did go to that event for the HVC over here in Orlando.
Cool.
Have some pretty large opportunities.
Wow. Yeah. That's
And-
awesome.
And I'm not set up. My website's not even set up yet.
I love that.
You know, I'm working on it. My question is, we're starting a new B&I group. And I know I have a lot of connections, and I know I kind of look at things as low ticket and high ticket, like the 97, 197, and scale from there.
Yep.
I'm trying to figure out how can I differentiate from my low ticket offerings. I've watched the videos, but I still didn't get it all the way.
Sure.
My low ticket offerings to my higher ticket offerings, like is it John Rogar?
Yeah, John's information. Yeah, definitely. John Logar.
Yeah, I love that all day. I want to sell that all day, but in order to eat until I can get the help I need, to do a low ticket offer, at 197, a middle, and the enterprise, I think at 997.
Yep.
That way I have backup. And like Johan said, I don't want to do the technical work. I like it, but it'll be out front talking to people.
Fantastic.
I have
So
about 40 people lined up right now that want to speak to me about just the lead generation tool.
amazing. That's so good. So that's going to get you a nice base to start from. So Clay, let me ask you, what does your ideal business look like 12 months from now?
Ideal business, I would say at least 5 high ticket clients, and I want at least 100 possible lower ticket clients.
Okay, cool.
To
So And the lower ticket clients, we're talking about it's a SaaS business, right? They're paying a subscription, they're accessing the tool, they're literally just moving it forward. So that's a great model that allows you to have that kind of regular monthly income and those superstar VIP clients that are there. And so the challenge for you is designing the package. Let me ask you, with the higher end program, with $1,000 a month program, what does your client interaction look like? Again, in your own dream scenario, I've got a VIP client. They're at the high price point for me. What do I do for them every month? Like, what does that service look like for you in terms of what you want to be able to do for the client?
Would be able to do bring them the high qualified leads into their CRM, reputation management, just more of the AI automations.
Cool. Okay. So if they're paying you the high ticket, they will be receiving a lead qualification system. They'll be plugged into reputation management, getting more reviews on their businesses, and they'll have the follow up and that kind of stuff automated. Sounds like a pretty amazing offer.
That's what I'm looking at, because I'm looking at the higher ticket offering to be the full bot system.
Yeah, great, fantastic.
So I'm trying to differentiate. I'm getting lost in the sauce once I go higher from the 197. Like, where's the stopping point to where it becomes, okay, here's my high ticket offer?
Yeah, cool. So again, guys, I'm again hogging the microphone. I'll jump in with a ready answer, but let me throw over to the group. So guys, let me just repeat Clay's question back. So Clay's got some great network opportunities, some ideal clients lined up. He's got the white label suite license. Obviously, he can sell as many copies of the leads tool as itself. He wants to build that into a low ticket SaaS based platform subscription model, and at the same time wants to bring on those VIP clients, serve them with a qualification system, put in the leads through AI follow-up and qualification into booked appointments, and plug in the reputation management, etc. And Clay wants to be able to design those packages in a different way so that he can present those to the clients and it's clean and clear as to what they get at each level and why they should be going for the higher package. So before I answer, let's throw over to Johan if you're available, and I'll throw over to the rest of the team as well. If you've got an answer for Clay,
I think Rochelle has an answer.
Okay, Rochelle has an answer. Fantastic. Let's ask Rochelle to unmute and say hello. So Rochelle, I know, has a question as well. Hey, Rochelle.
I do have a question. Yeah.
Rochelle, I just want to say,
I can help. Sorry.
I do not have new ideas. How do you make the Big Mac?
Say that again, mate. You do not have new ideas?
I don't have any new ideas. How do you make Big Mac?
Okay, all right. Well, I don't have any new ideas either, man. What do they say? That theft is the mother of creativity. I just see great ideas from other people and just, make sure that those are actionable. So cool, man. I get that. So Rochelle, we'll come back in a question. Guys, if you've got an idea for Clay about how he can package his offerings together in a different way and how he can present that in a clear method to his ideal client, just drop in the chat, say me, and we can call on you to unmute. And meantime, I'm going to throw over to Johan and see if you've got some ideas for Clay about how he can package his offering up and what that would look like from your perspective. Johan, if you're around and available. If not, I will dive into whiteboard mode.
I do have an idea for Clay.
Hey, go for it. Go for it.
So what I've been doing, so I did like 97 for like 100 leads. So basically, just to go from the beginning, I actually did webinars to get people to demo the tool.
Perfect.
And I gave away 100 free credits. And then they got the free credits and they booked a call. But in your case, Clay, you could offer, I split mine up into 3. So if they just want it as a lead generator tool, it's 97 a month for 100 credits. And then if they do the quad bot system, so they have the follow-up by a closed bot and then the what do you call it? Synthesize it? I can't remember what the calling one is.
Yep.
Synthflow, that's it. I use a different one, but yeah, it's a similar ones. That I did $4.97 a month. And then you could also even offer an annual subscription as well for those people that might want, let's say they need a funnel, because some people, they might be able to generate the leads, but then what do they do next? That's been my biggest thing. So I've been offering funnel builds with mine. And I actually emailed closed-bot support, white label suite support. And I said I closed 14K client from that. So I upsold them from just getting leads to actually building the whole funnel system. I did the
That's
Facebook ads.
awesome.
Then I
Did you say
closed another one.
14K, Rochelle?
Yeah, I made 14K. Then I made another. I closed another one last month. That was 12K.
Well
And then
done.
2,500 recurring.
That's
So
fantastic.
in total, I probably made 20,000 cash collected just from White Label Suite. But once I've got all of it after 6 months, it'll be about 40 to 50K, I think.
That is brilliant. I am so thrilled to hear that. So good. So your model, you've got a $97 100 lead account and you're running webinars for that, Rochelle. And then you've got a
Well, no,
$490.
it's actually free. Yeah, the hook is like 100 free credits.
Perfect. Okay, cool.
Yeah.
So that's a great
But
way
most
to go.
people, they don't know what to do with the leads. So they needed something else. And that's what I specialize in, building funnels and automations. So that was my upsell. So Clay, you could do something similar. If you do build funnels or you have something else, that could be a super ticket product. So
Love
that's
that.
just an idea. You go, yeah.
Love
you.
that.
I do. I've been on Go High Level for about almost 2 years now. So I have a couple of clients.
Exactly. So you can build funnels.
Right. This is an add-on. So
I
what I'm
love
doing
that.
is I'm running the 20 free leads play
Yep.
with the people I've already talked to. So that's why they're kind of lined up. So but I saw it in John Logar and everything. I love for the high ticket client because I'm talking to people with large ticket items, the B2B with the HVC, medical devices and heavy equipment.
Love it.
So
They're the ones
my
that can afford to pay, which is amazing.
Right. My sister company that I worked for 20 years ago, they're like my angels on the side. And they told me around Christmas, they was like, look, they have the money. This is what they're giving us. You need to be in this space. So when I saw this, I just grinned and smiled. So, Johan, that's why I went to that thing at the convention center.
Yeah.
It just opened my mind. And they don't know.
Fantastic. Fantastic. And your clients are the people with the booth. Your clients are the ones walking around are there to see and view, but the ones who are paying the money to be there, they're the potential clients that you can work with. That's really cool. So if you went to that event and you've still got the exhibitor directory right there in your hand, there are some really great opportunities for you. Rochelle, that's so cool. So guys, does anybody else have some ideas about how Clay could package up his offering here? So I'm just going to share again. I subject you guys to my world-class whiteboarding skills. So this was Rochelle's model. So she's got 100 credits for free. Okay. So the hook is free leads. All right. Now, as John Logar says, like the hook is free leads. It sounds too good to be true. What's going on? We've got a video on our YouTube channel that shows you if you've got the unlimited license with White Label Suite, you can give away unlimited accounts. Ta-da. We've got a snapshot that gives you all the onboarding. You're ready to go. That YouTube video shows you specifically how you can give away free accounts and how you can profit when those people are using the software. So it's not about how many accounts you can give away. It's about how many people you can get using the program. So doing a webinar, amazing. Doing something like Andy Audet does, which is doing a webinar to show people how to use it, is then also going to improve your credit usage, improve your profitability. So, a webinar to bring people in, and that's a great invite. Okay, so you've got your targeted market there, Clay, and you can literally just drop in a weekly Zoom call, and you can pop up and say, "Hey guys, for 20 minutes this week, we're going to be looking at how you could be generating leads. Turn up, and I'll give you a free copy of our software." So that you can actually see it and use it for yourself, get 100 free credits for jumping in on the call. And then you give away the link on the call, get people signed up, and then moving them through an escalation. So Rochelle's model here, loved it. And I think you said about 20K cash collected, Rochelle, which is just brilliant. Love that. So good. So we go from an entry point, what we call a lead magnet, getting some free credits, getting a free access to the software, wicked, doing a little webinar, teaching them how to use it, and then moving people onto a monthly subscription. So guys, if you like what you see, you can pick up this base level package. So my idea here, Clay, is that you've got all of these components already with you. And I love this idea of the super ticket up the end. So we can start with that free entry point and just show people how to use the program. And you can do that once, record it, put it up to play again and again and again. And that can bring new people into your business, and you can spend some ad money here, send some cold outreach using the tool right to that lead magnet. Getting them in on a subscription is then showing them how to use it once you've got them in for free, showing them how to use the tool and why it's valuable. From here, I would suggest that you've got a great upsell right here. And again, I'm going to pull on John Lagar's own framework. So it goes like this. We go, so John from my HVAC company, great to see you. Thanks so much for jumping on and getting a free trial. So now, John, you've got some leads coming in. Amazing. So John, tell me, have you got a way of following those leads up? Have you got a methodology for keeping all of those leads? Like, John, can you honestly look me in the eye and tell me that every single lead that came through your business in the last 30 days has been called back? No? Really? John, how much is that costing you? John, we can solve that for you. Let's get that sorted out straight away. So, John, I'd suggest, again, this is John who's signed up for my free plan and now he's got leads. We say, John, I would highly suggest you need either my silver or my gold plan here. And my silver plan, I'm going to give you a CRM program. We'll set up your reputation management. We'll make sure that all your leads are getting at least a follow-up call. And you've got a database here, John. And John might say, oh, I'm already running HubSpot or I've got something. That's fantastic. John, in that case, I'd suggest you need to go on to our gold level. And the gold level, John, is I'm going to give you an AI that's going to call back every client. All right. I'm going to give you an AI that's going to follow up and nurture and qualify for you. Zero staff cost, John. But that means every lead gets a call back. Everybody is followed through. This is a $5,000 setup and it's $997 a month. And that's the plan that's going to mean that your business is running with every single lead. So I would say from an escalation point of view and just building this out, this is leads only. All right. So we go free to leads only, leads plus GHL for $497, right? Leads plus GHL plus AI, doing all the callbacks, follow-ups, plus AI. All right. And that then becomes your escalation. And again, please do not do anything without a setup fee. So this should be a $5,000 setup fee. All right. And Clay, just a little bit of personal wisdom here. Please, from the bottom of my heart, and for everybody who's on the call, please, from the bottom of my heart, please, focus your attention here. Focus your attention, and I'll tell you my reasoning here. Because when Johan and I started, we so excited, GHL, all this kind of stuff's coming in, and we didn't have the white label. We hadn't white labeled our own tool yet, but we were focusing on getting people in here, and we were actually charging $297. We were going $297 for GHL, right? And we'll include our leads tool, and we just wanted to get that traction. And I have to tell you, it was the kiss of death, right? This was the kiss of death for us. Like we wanted to get that traction. We wanted to get those first clients across the line, but it was the kiss of death because we were charging so little money here. And what we wanted to do was give amazing service, right? Of course, because we want to grow. We want referrals. We want people to look after us. So Johan and I were doing like 18, 20-hour days just to keep these like GHL clients, setting them up and doing all this incredible stuff. Do you know what? At $297, we couldn't afford to pay a team to do it with us and for us. As soon as we scratched that out, all right, and we started going, at this point, we started charging the first, and guys, again, let me come face to face here. Your setup fee, when you're doing these installs, your setup fee is for one thing and one thing only. To pay the staff member to do the implementation for you. Right? Now, Clay, you said, I've been with GHL for 2.5 years. Rochelle, you're building funnels, you're doing incredible things, right? Guys, there are 20,000 people in a Facebook group that Johan and I own called GHL Funnels and Jobs who will build a funnel for you for $100, man. Right? Only you can close a $16,000 deal. They can't do that. I can get somebody for $100 to build me a funnel. All right? I can get somebody for $800 full time to look after all my clients, build all their funnels, tap in their voice AI, so I can look after my client. But only I can go and speak to the next person and get them on that $5,000 plan, right? Because I want to sit across from the table and say, so John, tell me what that would look like. If you had a system that was following up all your leads, John, we'd be sitting on your beach in Maui right now. Like, how quickly do you want to make this happen? Like, only I can have that conversation, but anybody can do the fulfillment for me, right? And as we were talking before, like somebody can set up these snapshots. We were talking with Kevin before about having a VA like cookie cutter a delivery out to the real estate agents, right? So guys, again, from the bottom of my heart, focus your attention on the customers at the top end. If you bring customers in at the bottom end, you'll burn out fast. You'll go broke, work a million hours, have nothing to show for it, and throw your hands up in the air and go and get a job, right? Which sucks. If you focus your attention on that high-end customer, because you know what you can do, and you know you won't sleep nights until it's done, so you may as well get paid a shit ton of money for it. Sorry, I don't mean to swear, but you may as well go and get it, all right? So focus your attention in that top end. And as I said, that setup, guys, I know you need that money. I know that when that guy writes you a $5,000 check, you're like just so freaking happy that I can pay my mortgage next week. Okay, take a little bit, put it away for the mortgage, take a big bit and get a team member to do the work for you so you can go and have another conversation.
Absolutely.
Right? So, so Clay, for your model, like Rochelle, thank you so much for sharing your numbers. Get people on a call with a free offer, right? Use the system that we've got built in that you can literally profit from giving away free accounts. And you can profit massively by engaging those people. Hey, welcome aboard. Great to see you. Tell me about your business. You do this, this, this. Oh, dude, we better jump on a call. We can do so much more for you than what you've signed up for. But let me jump on a call with you. Use your free software to get them on a call with you as a qualified lead. Upgrade them to a 97 plan, upgrade them to a 497 plan. And again, nothing above the base level plan is available without a setup fee. You get somebody on GHL, minimum $1,000. Setup fee and $497 a month, okay? And that $1,000 is to pay your staff to look after them. So you can go and have another conversation. But get them on for free, onboard them properly to upsell them to the next level. $497 GHL, $997 GHL plus AI, and that's a $5,000 setup fee. And then the super ticket, I love that word, super ticket. You want us to take care of your website, your customers, your marketing, your socials, your reputation management. Look, we do have that. It's a premium package. I can only put 5 clients a month or 5 clients onto that premium because, you know, that's the way my business is. I've got 2 spots left. It's $2,500 a month, right? And that's my super serve clients. And they're the ones that, as you said, Clay, in 12 months' time, you want 5 of them, right? You want 100 on the base plan that you just run in that webinar, and you want 5 at $2,500 a month that they've got AI running for them. You're doing their social posts out through the GHL social media manager. You're doing their reputation. You're monitoring their database. You're enriching their leads. That's your super ticket. So spend your energies getting those right clients who can afford you and create your automated marketing to bring people in at that bottom end. Clay, is that helpful at all?
Absolutely. It just helped me differentiate what's going to be more of a use of my time and the connections I do have so I can be most effective. That's what I was looking for.
Awesome, man.
I already screenshotted that.
Well done, mate. And again, even do you know what? If you've never done this before, and I'll flick over to whoever's next with our question right after this. When I started in real estate, the very first real estate listing that I ever got in my life, it was the very first real estate listing I'd ever got in my entire life. And it was like, how do you go get somebody to trust you with a $750,000 home when you're a 19-year-old kid on your first day in the job? This is what I said to them word for word. And I want to give you the same script, right? Mr. and Mrs. Jones, can't remember the name, but Mr. and Mrs. Jones, I know right now that you would be concerned about trusting the sale of your house to me because I don't have a track record. But here's what I know is that I want to do this for a long time and I'm going to need you to be a testimonial client for me. The other thing that I do know is I don't have any other clients. So you get 100% of my time, right? I will not be showing other houses. I'll be showing yours, right? And I'll be bringing everyone that rings my phone to your house because I'm not distracted at all. Me being solely focused on your business gives you the best experience that you could ever possibly have. All I need to do is ask you to trust me and I will sell your house. And we did. We sold that house. Right? You only get to use that script once, right? You can modify it the second and third client, but you only get to use that script once. If you've never set that up, Clay, you can use that same heartfelt commentary. Mr. Smith, I know that your HVAC company is your bread and butter. I can see that your client service is absolutely amazing. And I promise you this, I will not sleep or rest until I have this set and done for you. My fee is 5,000 and it's 1,000 a month, and you will be pleased because I'll make damn sure I want to keep you as a case study for my next 10 clients, right? So if you've never done it before, you can rest on the fact that the companies behind the tech are well established and stable. You can also rest on the fact that there are thousands of people who can help you if you get stuck. Literally thousands. So there's nothing that can't be done, right?
Absolutely.
So it's just commitment and trust. Amazing, man. Thank you so much, Clay, for jumping on. Appreciate
Thank you.
that.
Appreciate your time.
Anytime, bro. Anytime. That's awesome. All right, guys, let me jump in and see what we've got. Johan, have we got a couple other people asking questions here? I know that Tyler had his hand up there.
Tyler, you still there?
Where's Mr. Tyler Hoff?
There he
Hey,
is.
Tyler Hoff is
says
there. Hey,
he can't
Tyler.
unmute. You got to ask him to unmute.
I have done so.
Cool, guys. Thank you. My
man.
question's really basic. Have you encountered the situation where you're selling free leads, and then obviously you're giving away free leads, and then somebody gets the leads and they say like, well, these aren't exactly leads, these are just contacts?
Yeah.
So do you ever have that sort of qualifier, like we're going to get you marketing qualified leads versus sales qualified leads? Or
Absolutely. So Alex Hermosi defines a lead as this, right? Alex Hermosi defines the lead as this. And by the way, worth the money. Go and get it.
I have it, yeah.
Perfect. So he defines a lead as someone in the right market with contact details that you can reach them.
Cool.
Right. Now, everybody else is going to have a different version of that, right?
Mm-hmm.
But here's the reality, Tyler. If somebody says to you, hey, yo, these are not leads. This is just a spreadsheet of information. You say, yeah, absolutely. And you know what? The further up the scale you go, the more valuable those contact details go. So let me tell you the bottom of the scale. And you can take somebody over to Fiverr and you can type in their names and email database. Click. And for $5, I can give you 1 million of them. How's the value? All right. So John Logar gave us a great phrase, which I actually really love, and we use it in our own spiel. He says, this system allows you to have market qualified leads. What's that? What's market qualified leads? You get to choose the specific market and demographics of the contact details that you get, right? Plus, you get to have the AI do research on those companies and come back to you with information that's not available just from a spreadsheet of names and emails, including all of the socials, including all of that kind of stuff. So market qualified leads, all right? Now, I can get you, let's use Rochelle's example there. I can get you a free account. You can give it a try for 100 market qualified leads without any cost. You can get 500 market qualified leads a month for $197. The guy goes, yeah, but I don't want 500 market. Dude, I just want 3 qualified leads. They've answered my question. They can afford me. They can spend the money. They're looking to move the house, whatever my qualification steps are. And I can say, amazing. That service right there will cost you $5,000 a month. What? Yeah. You want me to qualify your leads through your sales process and spit out for you somebody that has their credit card in their hand willing to buy? That I will do the work for you, but baby, you're going to pay me. You don't want to pay me? Cool. Get my software. It's $497 a month. Do it yourself. Every qualified lead, every fully qualified, ready to buy, ticks all my demographic box, and is standing in my reception hall with a credit card waiting for the doors to open, every one of those started their journey way back here when I found a market, identified a need, qualified, nurtured, followed up, and put them in your reception lobby. So either you get me to do that and pay me $5,000 a month, or I give you your software and you do it yourself, whichever you want to do. So that's my standard answer, Tyler. I ask you to unmute again. There you go.
Thanks. So is that a hypothetical with the 5,000 or
No, that's John's standard fee.
And
right?
does he say,
charges.
I guarantee X amount of leads
Nope.
for your business?
No, absolutely not. Cannot do it. Cannot do it. Cannot guarantee you X amount of qualified leads. Cannot do it. Like, well, hang on. Well, what am I getting here? I tell you what, I'll turn up and do the first month at 50% off, but after that, every month I'm going to charge you 5,000. Now I might get you 3 or I might get you 30, but I'll get you every one that I can get you. And if at any time you're not happy, just switch my service off. How's that for a guarantee? Right? What guarantees do you have that I can get the leads? I want to eat next month. So I'll make damn sure you get the leads. And if you're not happy, you turn off the switch. Happy? And on the other side of things, I love when John goes, and if I'm not happy because you're not paying the bill, I'll turn off the switch. Deal? And your leads will stop. So it's trust, right? So I can't guarantee you how many people in Santa Monica want to move house this month. I cannot guarantee that for you. But I do guarantee you that every lead that comes through gets this follow-up process. They get moved in. I'll ask them these questions. I'll filter them out and I'll give you back a report every single month that tells you how many inquiries turn to how many calls, turn to how many conversations, turn to how many qualified leads. I'll give you the whole visibility and you and I can have a conversation every single week to make sure that we're doing this the right way for you. If you want me to run your leads, I will run your leads. But you're going to pay me or you're going to use my software and do it yourself. Does that work, Tyler?
Yes, glorious.
It's
Thank
positioning,
you.
man. It's positioning. Like Johan, you had somebody that like your Trinidad and Tobago guy with the banking CEOs, right? Like, can you get me the names and addresses of the CEOs of all of the banks in Trinidad and Tobago? Johan goes, here, hold my corn dog. Dink, bang, done. Here they go. There's 6 people on the screen. 6, not 60, not 6,000, 6. Every one of them is a CEO of a bank in Trinidad and Tobago, right? The guy just went, that's $1 million right there on that screen, right? So many times I've been in a demo and I've done the people search and I pulled up CEOs of particular companies in a particular city. And I don't care what webinar I am on, when I ask them, who wants to have a conversation with anybody on that screen? My chat box goes ding, 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 ding. All right? If I can get you a conversation, not a deal, not a qualification, just a conversation with the CEO of a company in your ideal client spot, in your best location, will you be willing to pay me for it? And sign up, man. You have nothing to lose. Yeah? So it's positioning. Technically, it's names and email addresses on a piece of paper. But they're 10,000 times more valuable if you tell me who you want on that piece of paper by definition, demographic, income level, role in a company. The value of those leads just jumps a step every single time you add a tick to that box. Yeah. Is that helpful, Tyler?
Very helpful. Thank you, Walt.
Anytime, man. Anytime. Well, guys, we've got 3 people that have had the opportunity to have the mic on our hot seat session. Guys, I'm happy to hang around for another 5 or 10 minutes. I've got some other appointments that we've got to race to. But how are you feeling, Mr. Johan?
I love hot seats with Walt. It's awesome. People are messaging me like, dude, you get to hang out with him every day. I'm like, I know.
Well, it's all fun. But guys, we are here just literally to help you guys blow your businesses up and succeed. That's how we succeed, by the way. If you get a massive amount of customers doing thousands and tens of thousands and hundreds of thousands of credits every single month, we get a tiny fraction of every one of those credits. So we've got a vested interest in making sure you succeed. Right? So we want you to do well. We want you to sell a heck ton of this software. We want you to be in every corner of the world. We want to see, like Ebony saw, one of our clients' brands in a random Starbucks in a rural town somewhere where she was going to drive. She stopped at the Starbucks. She looked over at this guy's laptop, and one of our clients, it's his brand. And the guy was doing a search of the leads tool in a random Starbucks somewhere in some rural town somewhere. That's what we want everybody to have, that experience. And we want them to have your brand in the top left-hand corner, right? Now, how's that going to happen? Activity. Pure and simple. Activity. Every single week, I'll just finish off with this if there's no other questions, right? Every single week, we have testimonials coming through Well, I've got a folder full of them. They're amazing. I live off those things, right? They're better than coffee for me, right? I have testimonials of things that say, oh, it's amazing. Like Rochelle, $20,000 in business clothes. Like Rory, $16,000 deal. Like, wow, guys, amazing. Like we have these files of testimonials, right? And yet, and this is my heartbreak, and yet we have the same amount, maybe a little bit less, people coming through the support desk going, yeah, guys, I need to cancel. It didn't work for me. And we go, it didn't work. How many people did you speak to about it? 3. Nobody wanted it. I need to cancel. And I'm like, I'm trying to weigh the scale. You know what I mean? On the left, I've got people who are going out, doing amazing things, showing this to hundreds of people and rocking us in with testimonials that are just like making my eyes tear up. They're just so incredible. And on the right-hand side, I've got people who don't use it, don't show it off, canceling because it doesn't work. And I go, all right, so what's the pivot point in the middle? Go and speak to people about the program. And if you need inspiration, we can send you reaction videos. Johan sends them to me all the time. Every time we show somebody this tool, every time they go, oh my God, this is amazing. They need it. They want it. And you have such a great opportunity to put it in front of them. Herman has got a question. Let's ask Herman to unmute and we might finish off our weekly hot seat. We have a guest speaker next week. So Herman, how you doing, man?
Hey, how's it going, man?
Good to see you, bud. I'm well. How
Great,
are you?
man. Doing well, Walt. So, I think my camera froze. Sorry about that.
That's all good.
So basically, man, we signed up. I think we paid for a year. I don't know. We paid something big in in December, and we haven't had time to really even look at the product. So hopping on this was really helpful.
Cool.
So if we're just starting out trying to teach my sales staff, I'm trying to teach these guys how to present this. Where's the best place to start with you guys?
whitelabelsuite.com/sales-kit. I just put it in the chat box there for you. whitelabelsuite.com/sales-kit. Sales Kit has got our best presentation. It's got how we structure a demo, the talking points, what we actually go through, why we say things in certain ways, the best features to highlight first. Your Sales Kit will literally walk you through how to present this software in the best way.
Yeah, we're bringing on a new kid tomorrow. He's, man, you ever be in the right place at the right time? This kid says, hey, I'm going to
we lost Herman right at that spot.
come work for you. I'm working for another high ticket guy. And they asked me to lie on the phone today, and I don't want to do it. Let me work for you. So he said, sure.
Hell yeah.
And I said, well, let me give this kid something. So I wanted to hop on here and see if he had a sales kit.
I love that.
And I think he's a self-starter. So we're gonna put him on this project.
I had a sales mentor
are these
when
leads
I was
good?
young, said to me, the truth is always good enough.
Absolutely. There's nothing else we can do. Yeah, man. Can these be used for Facebook ads to build custom audiences? Yeah. Okay, great. Just want to make sure.
Absolutely.
Hey, Herman, quick question. How did you come into our world? How did you find out about us?
Well, I probably know Walt from Warrior Forum. That's
Dude, you are, gee, man, that is 2004.
and I think at some point you had something to do with ACT.
Yep.
Boy, I'm remembering hard now. This is burning my head up. But that's how we stumbled into you guys. And I knew that you had some sort of lead cleaning or somebody wanted to buy some leads one day. I said, okay, let me just pay for this guy. And then we'll see if it gets him something. So we gave him what he wanted, and nobody complained. But I haven't really looked at the product to see how to implement it. If we can figure out a way to angle it, we'll get it in there and really help customers out. I've just been past 3 months launching other products, and so now I figured, oop, I paid for this. I better use it. I'm already 2 months out of it. Maybe 3 months.
Come and chat to us about our Empire level. The Empire level, we'll do all the setup for you, and we'll even take care of the customer support.
Yeah, sounds good.
Yeah, amazing. Come and chat to us about it. Hey, guys, thank you so much. So remember, every single week we're here in live. First week of the month, we're going to have a guest speaker. And that might be somebody from different business spaces. Sometimes they're going to be selling their own stuff, which, we had somebody who had just launched a book from our white label space the other day, coming on talking about the new book. So sometimes that's going to happen. Sometimes they might be just sharing their wisdom. So next week is going to be a guest speaker. We also have tech training. Couldn't be more bored if I was paid, but We just get in here and solve some of those tech questions. How do I run that kind of search? How do I do this in the tool? That kind of stuff is in the second week. Then we do a Q&A session. You can come and ask us anything. And then we're doing a hot seat session like this every single month. So jump in, get tagged, share this with anybody that you reckon should be here. Let's build some businesses, y'all. Let's go and have some fun. Thanks, everybody. You guys are great. See you soon.
Where do we chat to you? Enterprise level. Hey, hit me up.
Stacey? Yeah.
Stacey.
Jump on with Johan. He'll sort you out. Thanks, guys. You're amazing. See you next week.